it's me, Christy, or Miss Bikini Buns. It is Sunday, January 14th, 2026. It is Sunday, 5:28 in the afternoon, and here I'm giving you my weekly weigh-in update for my final journey on my weight loss, because this is my last weight loss huaka'i or weight loss journey that I'm ever going to do in my life, because this is going to be it, because I'm tired of repeating it over and over and it being a cycle. And at age 53, I am stopping that cycle because this is my weight loss. And I'm going to achieve my goals, and I'm going to remain healthy and mobile and functional as I, continue on with life. So this week is week 50. And I just finished week 50. It is actually like week 80 or something. Oh, great. See, I should have been more prepared. It's 80, like 3 or 84, maybe 85, but around there, you get it, of my entire weight loss journey, which happened October 7th, 2024, when I decided I am going to start getting healthier because I need to be mobile, functional, and I am too young to use a walker, wheelchair, or cane, because at that time in my life, I just got out of the hospital about 3 to 4 months ago. Could not really walk well because I had bad sciatica, and when I have sciatica, it really I cannot walk. I mean, it was really bad. And then along with that, I had sprained my left wrist, so I couldn't really use a walker very well because I couldn't hold on. So along with, not walking really well and having a sprained wrist, it was very difficult to get back to where I am. But now I can use my hand, and I'm very surprised that I can, because that thing was so huge. But the result of the sciatica and the time that they did not treat the sciatica, and my right foot was basically locked in this position the whole time. My right toes are not able to flex and work well, so I'm a little bit off balance, moving laterally, or even like standing on one foot and having the other one kind of be used as a balance. I mean, it all comes out when I'm trying to pose, because I'm an aspiring bikini bodybuilding competitor, hoping that my first competition will be in November. That was a lot, right? Anyway, so what did I do this week at week 50? Okay, so this week it was, I'm on summer break. This was week 2 of summer break. I had a hair appointment on Wednesday, and then I had a eye appointment on Saturday. I was able to make the hair appointment, but I was not able to make the eye appointment because if you follow my vlogs, my tires on my car are the original tires that came with my car, a 2019 Ford Escape. And it's also a COVID car. I call it a COVID car because, during COVID, I didn't go out, right? So for about 2 years, the car wasn't driven a lot. So it has very low mileage for it being a 6-year car. But anyway, so the tires are worn down. So one of the tires yesterday, it indicated on the car that it had low blood pressure. It had low tire pressure. And when looking at it, we found a tear in it. So we had to switch to the spare tire. And right now we're using the spare tire as we wait for the special order of the tires from Costco to come in. So that's what happened, and I wasn't able to go to the eye appointment because that all occurred on the way to on the way to the appointment, and I was like, you know what? It's just too stressful to try to go. Why don't we just reschedule the eye appointment and just take care of the car as needed? So that's the two things that happen. Stress wise, not really anything going on stress wise, because everything is pretty much, you know, okay. There's no big drama. Everyone's healthy. I'm just trying to do my schoolwork, just doing something little by little every day, or maybe every other day, but just doing something. So the more I do now, the less I do when the time comes of opening my classroom, which about July 4th, I usually start kicking it into gear about getting my classroom ready, really trying to get things done. So I know it's June 14th, but there's just so many little tasks that need to be done that I don't think people realize how much needs to be done. You just don't open your classroom and move the chairs and desks around and, oh, you're ready to go. I mean, there's labeling, there's, copying curriculum, there's all these other little things. And then besides that, you have to do teacher things too that needs to be done, and blah blah blah. So trying to just do little by little so I'm not overwhelmed by the end of July when school starts, because school starts August 3rd. Yes, it sure does. And just focusing on being consistent on my gym, cardio, and strength training. This week I did all 6 days. Yes, I did. I did all 6 days of cardio. I did all 6 days of my strength training. I even did posing. I did posing today on Sunday, my usual posing time. And still got to work on my walk. I said in a gym accountability video, that is my hardest part of this whole preparation. I mean, I'm not in the prep stage. I'm like in the prep before prep, but I think that's my hardest part of this whole equation, because I kind of sort of got the food choices okay. I mean, I know sometimes I, choose things not on the meal plan, but now I always come back. It's not like all or nothing mentality anymore. Strength training, as far as actually doing it, I actually really enjoy doing strength training. And, when I was 13, I was introduced to weightlifting, and the people who taught me how to lift weights, they taught me correctly. Hold on. They taught me correctly. And, through the years, I've always paid attention to form and how these different exercises need to be done. So as far as that, I mean, that's going pretty good. But this posing, and you got to walk in heels, and then when you walk in heels, you have to walk a certain way, and then you have to learn the poses, and then the poses, you got to put it into some kind of, 15-second routine, and you got to remember to hold it, suck it in, do this, belly button facing this way, and arm gotta be there's just a lot. But to me, the hardest part is the walking in heels. I just cannot do it. And then add on to that, my right foot is not at 100%, so I'm battling the balance of trying to walk in heels with one bad foot. So I gotta start thinking of something to get better at it, because I got to get better at it. It's been a while, and I feel like at times I feel so defeated, how come I cannot walk? I mean, I see all these things on Instagram, and these people are like, oh yeah, this is how I was. And then I look at them after, this is how I am after. I'm like, oh my God, they can walk so good. And here I am trying not to fall on my ass. But anyway, so that's what basically is happening this week. Sleep was good. Um, because it's summer break, I just sleep when I want. Um, like I, have my hours have increased to about 7 hours, and this is not even including the naps that I've taken during the day. So if I'm tired during the day, I go to sleep. I don't care. But I need to make sure that it's before a certain time so it doesn't mess up my nighttime routine. And then, but yeah, it's because it's all about if I'm tired, I'm going to sleep. And then the pool opened. So I spent Saturday and Sunday at the pool on no, not Saturday and Sunday. Friday and Saturday at the pool. Sunday, not at the pool because it was very overcast, rained, and very humid. So, if it's kind of cloudy and humid and it has those gray clouds, almost guaranteed going to rain. And it did. So, just stayed home and slept. And after I do this, I'm probably going to do the math curriculum guide tabbing. Because, that's just something I can just watch, like Abbott Elementary, and then just do it while I'm watching. But yeah, that was basically my week. I mean, I'm glad I'm getting more rest. I am glad I have the opportunity to go to the gyms that I go to. Sometimes I have to, not sometimes. I just have to, because I don't really do it as much, but it's nice to acknowledge that, I'm glad I have the resources to go to the gym, to get the food that I need, and have things that help me with my health, because this whole thing is a choice, and I shouldn't treat it like I have to do it, because there was a time where I couldn't do it, and all I wanted to do was get out of bed and walk to the bathroom by myself so I could actually use it, or get up when I wanted to because I feel like getting up and walking around a little bit. There was a time where I could not do that. 2 years ago, I could not do that. And I was like, I remember telling myself, if I ever get out of this bed and, be able to walk, things are going to be different. And, along the way, I'm not going to lie, it was very hard. I didn't think I could do it because the pain was so bad at night that I hardly slept. And if I did sleep, I had to arrange myself and prop myself against pillows and do all kind of if I lie a certain way, I can at least get an hour of sleep. If I time my medication, at least I'll be pain-free for a little bit, but I'll be all, loopy, but at least, I won't feel that much pain. But yeah, I mean, but here I am 2 years later, finally reaching my goal weight, which I never was able in all my other endeavors to lose weight to be this close to losing weight, which I will tell you soon. Which I'll tell you now. So June 7th, which was Sunday last week, I was 153.2 pounds. So 153.2. Monday, I was 153.0. Tuesday, June 9th, 152.1. Wednesday, June 10th, 151.5. And that one, I was like, yay, okay. June 11th, 152.4. Yeah. June 12th, 152.4. So I stayed. And then Saturday, 151.6. And today on Sunday, June 14th, 150.4 pounds. I lost 2.8 pounds this week. Yes, I'm very happy. I've noticed with me, I would kind of drop that amount, maybe 2.5 to 3 pounds. And then the next week I'll be like, okay, maybe 1.5. But hopefully I can turn that around and maybe keep going at this pace, because we'll see. I am about 30 pounds away from my goal weight. Yes, my goal weight is 120 pounds. And then stage weight, I believe it's going to be about maybe 110 pounds, depending how I look. So that is my goal weight, is 120 pounds, and I'm 30 pounds away from it. I cannot believe it, because I remember at one time I was like, I'm 50 pounds away from my goal weight. I'm 40 pounds away from my goal weight. And it took a long time to get to 150.4. I mean, it took so many weeks. Because at one time, hold on. So yeah, like around May 10th, I was like, okay, at the end of May, I want to be 150, because at that time I was 156.4. So I'm like, yo, that's not like only 6 pounds, right? I can do that. Okay, it's June 14th, and I finally lost those 6 pounds from May 10th. Yeah, so I don't know. But I got it done, right? I got it done. And I'm also trying to fulfill my water quota, which is 4 liters of water a day. And it really kind of struck me too, and I didn't really realize it too. You know, with this GLP-1 medication, it kind of, takes out the food noise, but then you don't want to eat as much, which is the whole point, right? But then also too, you don't want to drink as much. I didn't even, this week it just went, oh, that totally makes sense. So now I have to really be conscious of, go drink your water. Go drink your water. And then no dizzy spells this week. I think it can be attributed to dehydration maybe, because I've also been trying to work in my electrolytes packets. So been really trying to get my water in. Like when I go to cardio gym, I always make sure this is full, and then I always bring an extra bottle of the Safeway Signature Select water, and then I'll fill it up when I'm out and about, which is pretty much basically, sometimes I get out of the gym, I drink the water as much as I can, and then I'm filling it up for bodybuilding gym. So yeah, so I'm trying to really get my water in. This is my last liter right here. So yep, lost 2.8 pounds, 150.4. So I'm really hoping, okay, this is my goal. I have 6 more weeks of summer break. I'm hoping I can get in the 140s by the time school starts. So we'll see, right? We'll see, because my body just doesn't want to give up the weight. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. I mean, I can work my ass off. I can do I can take the shot, and the thing would be like, oh, not yet. Okay, now. Okay, but not yet. Okay, now. Yeah, so I hope you had a great week. I hope this upcoming week is very productive. I don't foresee any challenges. These little gnat things. I don't see any challenges. I mean, let's all hope the car is going to be okay. I mean, if that would be the thing, that would be the challenge. Yeah, I don't have any appointments this week. except go to school and try to do those laminating and copying. But yeah, that is my whole, that is the results of week 50 on my final weight loss journey, or my final weight loss huaka'i. And please come back to see how I'll do on week 51. Stick around for the my check-in pictures, and I'll see you later. Bye. Hi bunnies, it's me, Christy, or Miss Bikini Buns. I'm here to give you my week 51 weekly injection of retatrutide. Yes, I'm taking retatrutide. It's a GLP-1 medication, currently not FDA approved. It's still in testing, so please do not do what I do. I research this and I'm doing it to myself. You talk to your doctor and you decide what is best for you. So honestly, I just drew up the medication, and I only have about 23 units, which is 50 units less than I normally need. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but we'll just take what we have and figure out the rest. So here's my weekly injection. I already alcohol prepped. Now you can see my lovely arm. I'll just do like this and into my arm, because the arm is one of the places that you can inject. All done. And most likely I will try to figure something out. But for now, this is my retatrutide, and you can see my underarm. And another thing is coming. So yeah. So that is my weekly injection for week 51, and my retatrutide for the following week is coming. It's in the mail. Should be coming by Tuesday. So I'll see you later, and stick around for next week. Oh, come back, not stick around. Come back for next week's week 52 weekly weigh-in update. See you later. Bye.